let's understand the difference between NRI, OCI and PIO statuses and how FEMA law can affect you if you're on the wrong side of the law. Since I have been an NRI and now I am OCI, I gained a lot of clarity during the application process. So I thought, why not share this with you? So let's start with NRI, non-resident Indian. Basically, an Indian who holds Indian passport but has been residing outside India for more than 6 months. For example, when I moved to Canada as a permanent resident, I knew that I'm going to be outside of India for more than 6 months and I became NRI. Basically, it's a status related to India Income Tax Department. When you're filing your income tax, when you declare as NRI, there are tax implications different from the Indians, how they pay. Now, I also had to have NRO and NRE account. I'll talk about this a little later, but you cannot have savings account if you become NRI. Okay, so in simple, NRI is an Indian who is staying outside of India for more than 6 months. To give more example, my friend Vinay, he goes on vacation, he attends conferences outside, but he stays in India, he works in India, he does not become NRI. Similarly, my friend Raj, he works as a freelancer for a US client. His client sends him money in Indian rupees to his Indian account while he works out of Bangalore. In his case also, he does not become NRI. Now, NRIs, right, they do a wonderful job. They don't stay in India, they don't use Indian resources, and they send foreign currency. The importance can be noted when Pokhran test happened in 1990s and India had sanctions from all over the world. It was NRI and their money which kept the Indian economy strong, and this was duly acknowledged by then Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee. Now, most of the NRIs who move outside for various reasons, they take up citizenship of another country, and with that they have a new passport. Now, India does not allow dual passport, and once you are a foreigner, you need to have visa to come to India. Someone who has Indian root, for him to come as a foreigner was not just challenging for him, but also for the government. So they said, let's come with this extended visa, that is person of Indian origin, where you're acknowledged to be an Indian origin, and then you had special privileges other than the foreigners. For example, if a foreigner goes to any of the museums, you would have seen there is a different amount for Indian and there is a different amount for foreigners. So you pay as Indian. If you're traveling within Indian Railways, you get considered as Indian. So these are few things which are easy for you, and you still cannot work for any government offices, you cannot vote, you cannot have agricultural land, you can work with an Indian company, the private companies, without any issues. Now, PIO had this special requirement of you going to foreign regional registration office and updating them about your stay, and you had to frequently update the police station also. This was not just stressful to you, but it was also adding a lot of paperwork to Indian government. So having seen that this extended visa thing is working and it's a win-win situation for both, there were few modification made, and the PIO was merged with OCI, and this OCI became effective from 2015 onwards. Now with OCI, the visa what you get as OCI is a lifetime validity. There are few restrictions, like you cannot undertake few foreign missions, you cannot be doing certain things against India. You would have seen the news recently how the OCIs are getting cancelled. So these are some of the criteria. But once you get an OCI, again, This is an lifetime validity. Many of the OCIs now are returning to India. They are working in India without any discrimination or any difference between Indian or being a foreigner with an OCI. So this is win-win for both. So this is about the OCI, NRI and PIO status. And this was to address the issue that India does not allow dual citizenship. For you to get OCI, either you have to have an Indian citizenship before you acquired the foreign citizenship, or parents, grandparent had to have Indian roots, and in some cases where you are a spouse of Indian, you can get that provided there are few more documentation which gets done. So these details, you'll get to see in my OCI video if you have watched. Now, if you are NRI, PIO is not there now, or OCI, you need to have a different bank account in India. You cannot have your savings account. So, FEMA law basically, this has restrictions on how you get your foreign fund and other things. More details, I can make a separate video, but you need to have a different account if you're a NRI or OCI. The first one is non-resident ordinary NRO account. Basically, it's like Indian saving account, but for someone who is NRI or OCI. Here, right? For example, all your money what comes and goes are Indian rupees. My friend Vijay, he stays in Canada. He has his properties back home in Bangalore. So whatever rental he gets from the property comes to NRO account, and any interest gained on this is taxable in India. Now, the other one is non-resident external. Basically, here, for example, if I send my Canadian dollar to this account, that will convert into Indian rupees, but I will not be taxed for the money what is sitting in that account. There are few investment restrictions which comes with this account, but in majority, it's very seamless. Once the money is transferred, it sits as Indian currency in my bank account. A lot of NRIs who go abroad, work hard, get their money to India. Later on, when they want to, build their future in India, they do through this account. Now, for someone who wants to keep his or her foreign currency in the same, denomination, then it comes FCNR account. That's, you send whatever denomination RBI has set guidelines, only those denominations you can get. For example, if I send a Canadian dollar to this FCNR account, it will remain as Canadian dollar. Basically, those fluctuations I avoid. So these are, the differences. Do comment and let me know if this was helpful or not, or if you have any questions, I'll try to direct to the government website. Thank you.